Passenger, put your hands in the air, step out slowly. Keep your hands where I can see them, walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Keep coming.
Florida. A report of a car swerving across the road and passengers hanging out of the windows leads deputies to a high-risk felony stop. What they find isn't a typical drunk driver, but a travel nurse and her husband caught in a web of family drama, alleged narcissism, and fresh blood. As the wife attempts to blame her alcoholic mother for the police response, her husband takes a vow of silence, leaving the deputies to piece together a story that doesn't quite add up. Before we dive into the fascinating psychological profile of the helpful professional suspect and the legal reality of the no questions defense, please consider hitting that like button. It's just 2 seconds for you, but it means the absolute world to this channel and helps me keep these deep dives coming.
Dispatch has been updated.
Clear Mount to 81 Front Street.
Stop! Ready? Passenger, keep your hands in the air where I can see them. Slowly step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Step out of the car with your hands up, ma'am. Do it now.
Passenger, put your hands in the air, step out slowly. Keep your hands where I can see them, walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Keep coming. Look away from me. Look away from me.
What are you?
Look away from me. Hands in the air.
I'm not looking away from you.
Don't listen.
Why are you guys doing this? What's wrong with you?
Well,
I'm a passenger. What's wrong with you? Why are you treating me like
can you hurry up?
What's wrong with y'all?
Just clear that car, Derek.
God, there's nothing in there. What's wrong with y'all? What's going on?
You're whoever he is, driving like crazy.
We have both occupants secure, vehicles clear.
I'm sorry. We're just trying to like that. Yeah, I did tell him as his wife that he was trying already.
Derek,
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir. There's no weapons. We are not.
Okay.
Nothing. Please go ahead.
Okay.
We are not.
Just wait right here. I'm going to double lock these handcuffs so they
No,
don't
we
get any tighter on you,
just
okay?
literally left from Colbert, my mother, and we had gotten a box for my daughters.
How many more units are needed?
What was that?
That was your
my
vape. Yep. We'll get it.
Yes, my husband was driving erratic, and I told him not to. I'm sorry.
Zero.
I was a fucking passenger.
Okay. So what happened, whose house were you at over on
There was
Courtney?
no happening that we just went to go get a box, an Amazon box for our daughter.
pat her down a little bit?
We had went down, yeah,
Okay, no,
pat
just
me
wait.
down.
Wait here.
And we had gone to the beach earlier. We had a great lunch.
Okay.
Like, holy shit. I told my husband he wasn't driving straight. And we had to go to Publix. Guys
Okay.
just need to calm the fuck
Do you have
down.
anything on you?
This deputy's going to check you for weapons,
You
okay?
guys just need to calm the fuck down. No,
Will you
I'm
calm
not
down?
okay with you.
Will you calm down?
Well, you're not calm down.
So
Three
I'm Deputy
of you
Logson. I'm with the Sheriff's Office.
Where-
That's the supervisor.
Where's the sheriff?
All right, so we're investigating a disturbance.
That's
okay?
fine.
So,
Take her to the back of your car.
yeah. Are you injured at all? Why is your nose all bloody?
No, because I have a 2-year-old son that has sharp nails, and he,
Is your son with you right now?
no, sir.
No? All right.
He is with the grandparents right now. We went out. We had our fair share of we are parents.
Your parent. Okay, you said that. All
You
right.
didn't do anything.
How did this happen?
Wait, first of all, why
How
are
did
you?
this happen?
No.
So I'm investigating a disturbance, okay? So you're not free to
For
go.
what is the disturbance, though? Because I'm a nurse.
We got a report of a disturbance.
Of what?
It was called in
Domestic?
in your vehicle. I was already searching for you because
What is it you need? What
So-
is it your disturbance is of driving erratically?
right now, we've got a
which
report
I
that
told
you-
my son, sir, what is your name?
so I'm Deputy Logson. I'm with the
Deputy,
Sheriff's Office.
I am.
Let's stand over
Get
here.
away. I'm Chelsea Finch. I'm a actual nurse. I'm I'm on my time off of being a travel nurse.
So I'm
We-
investigating
no.
a number of things.
Okay.
So let me talk first.
Okay,
All right.
but
One,
you don't want to
I've
listen
already
to
saw.
me.
I saw you at the front of it.
That
You weren't-
was my husband.
Okay, we got a report that your vehicle was driving all over the roadway and people were hanging
And
out.
I
in it.
told him, no.
Okay.
I told my husband, I said,
All right.
honey,
So anyway, can I finish? All right.
Sure.
Then we got another call. Okay. reference your vehicle and that you and your husband were having a verbal disturbance, okay?
Absolutely not.
That's what it was called in, and that's what I'm investigating.
Oh, my mother.
So, that's what we're here, and right
Yeah,
now...
we're off the... Okay, I
right
got
now,
you.
it's obvious that you've been injured, so that's
I'm
the
not
part.
injured.
You've got blood on your nose and you got an injury.
I have blood on my nose
what I wanna
from
do
2
is
days ago.
understand-
No, I have blood from 2 days ago from my son, who is 2 years old, that has sharp nails. My husband...
That's fresh blood, though. Okay, that's fresh.
Because why not?
If it was
If I
2 days ago, it'd
scratched
be scrabbed
it,
over.
you will never do this. You will
okay,
not.
so we need to
No,
talk to
because
him?
I'm telling you right now
All right.
that I did not get victimized. I left my mother's house right now. Okay, she has open DCF on her and all this bullshit. I went over
I want
there
to know what
tonight.
happened today.
Or do you
Okay.
want to know my case?
No, I want to know what happened today with you and your
do you
husband in
have?
this verbal
Are you
argument.
guys like? Let's just like video record this. We always since for the fact that you guys went over on Colbert Lane because there was a domestic dispute, and we left. My husband and I. Okay, my mom is a alcoholic. She is a fucking. What do you call it? Excuse my language, but we're all adults here, right? She is a conventional drunk or whatever you call it. We went over there. This is the first time that me and my husband have had out. We didn't do no harm. You better ask that lady right fucking now, who is my mother on Colbert Lane, that put this out.
So I'm going to talk to everybody. So I'm going to talk to everybody.
He
I'm wanting you to
deserves-
tell me what's happened today.
There's
Walk me through what's
nothing.
going on.
I'll walk you through what's going on right now.
This is your
What is
opportunity.
your name?
My name is Deputy Logsden. I've already
What's
stated
your
that.
name? I can't.
Deputy Logsden.
Bogsman?
Logsden.
Yeah, but I can't.
Logsden.
Bogsden.
Okay. And I'm with the sheriff's office.
Griffith /
So you're going to
Chelsea
walk me
French.
through what happened today?
Absolutely.
Okay. This is your
So-
opportunity to tell me what happened today.
All right, are you ready for it? Everything was fine. Me and my husband, we had a couple drinks. Can you put this on my mouth? So we had a couple drinks on Flagler Beach. We came back. We stopped at my mom's. She was a known alcoholic. And we just hung out there, and because I was being a little too erratic because my brother, I was trying to figure out like
What do you
how's
mean
your-
too erratic?
erratic meaning like hyper, like how's your job, how's everything going, I love you, like what's going
Okay.
on, you know what I mean? And my mom, being that she's a drunk and a narcissist, she was like,
So 64 Courtney Place, that's your parents' place?
that's my mother's
Your
place.
mother's place? Okay.
But she's
Alright.
infiltrated my place on Longfellow.
And what was your purpose for you and your husband going there today?
My purpose in going there today was just to be like, hey, we're a family, let's hang out, let's, you know, like, hi, how are you doing? And then when I started, because she's like narcissistic, so when I started talking to my brother, and she has an open case right now with the girlfriend or whatever it is, and I started talking to him. I'm like, bro, how's everything going? You know, I know my mom's not alcoholic, like all this shit. I'm like, how are you doing? You know, like I check in periodically whether or not I'm drunk. And my mom doesn't like it, so therefore she'll do this dumb fuck shit on me, and I actually like have a life.
Okay.
You
Where
know
were you
what I
guys
mean?
coming from before you went to 64 Courtney?
So we went to Flagler Beach. We had a great lunch.
Okay, what Flagler Beach? Like what part? Like a...
We went and caught shells on the beach. We're at Tortugas.
Tortugas?
Like, we had a
Okay.
great time. It was a great lunch. We went and got shells on the beach. We came back. And that's why we, like, on our way, we're stopping by to, like, checking on her. Because she hasn't been good.
Okay.
You know, so I just, you know, unfortunately, my husband was driving. I told him, I was like, look,
Okay.
you know, like, we shouldn't be driving like this, you know. And she's a fucking psycho. I mean, you can't help a narcissist. And
Okay.
we came over here. I'm like, hey, let's get ourselves situated. We got to go back home. Like,
Where's home at?
home's the L section on Longfellow Drive.
Longfellow Drive? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to do any dirty. Like,
All right,
this
so
is
how
just
did-
us.
Because again, my job is to make
Okay,
sure everybody gets help. How did this happen
so
today?
this right here on my face. 2 days ago, my son, he has sharp nails. He's 2 years old, and he he fucking grabbed my face. Because he gets mad when he gets almost, and he just grabs your face. Like, look at my husband's face. If
Do you
look
need
at his
medical
face-
attention right now?
No, sir.
You don't? You're not injured? That's the
No,
only
and
injury
me
you
and my
got?
husband don't. We actually just need an escort. If we can go back, because we have kids and like we have.
Where are
to
your
just
kids
get
at
home.
right now?
At our home.
In the yellow section?
No, no. I have them in the Grand Haven, so we can go to the grocery store. And truthfully, what we did is we all went and we just dropped the kids off at Grandma and Grandpa's house, so that him and I could have our time alone and go grocery shopping.
So different
just
grandpa
chill.
and grandma's, his parents?
No,
You said
mine.
Grand
They're
Haven.
in Grand Haven.
In Grand Haven, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then who? I mean, your mom is the one that lives at 64 Courtney.
Yeah, she's drunk.
Okay.
And we just came by, and unfortunately, it was a bad night. And I just need to get home.
All right. So who was the disturbance at 64 Courtney with? Was it with
My
mom?
mother.
All right,
If
so
you
you
go
and
by
your
there,
husband-
I want you to go by her and check her
Well,
ass.
earlier, I got a report from somebody not related to you that said that you and your husband were all over the roadway,
No,
and that
sir.
you guys were hanging out of the car. So was there
No.
disturbance going on then?
No, sir. So when we came up to my mom's house, I had told her that we were going to be there. My grandparents there, they're like 81 years old. Like, we were all hanging out there. I said, where's Ma? You know, let's get back with Ma. And Ma came and we took the kids and it was fine. Like, literally, this is just mine and my husband's night. Gone out, turned wrong. We should have never went to my mother's house because she's a fucking stupid drunk bitch. Like, ask my brother. Ask my brother. They have a current DCF.
Where's your brother at?
He's there. They have a current DCF open. Like, she is not good. That's why I went there to check on stuff. And my son, my husband, yes, he was. But we need to get an escort because we just
An escort for what reason?
an escort to drive home.
All right. Well, I
Meaning
want you
he
to do
should
is just stay
never,
over here.
because she was kicking us out of her house.
Okay.
She was saying, you need
Well,
to
if you
go.
guys are arguing, do you think that would be a good idea to
We never
separate?
argued.
Well, I want you to stand right here for.
Sir,
here.
we never argued.
All right. Hey,
She's
we're gonna
a
actually get in the
fucking-
back seat. You're just detained right now until I gather further.
No, sir, I
Come on.
can't breathe. Can I just stand right here?
You're gonna take a seat
Why?
over here.
Why?
Because I don't want to babysit you, so I need you to
Well,
You're gonna have
not
a seat over here.
babysit me.
Hey, I'm Deputy Logson. I'm the sheriff's office. Yes, sir. So I got a report. There was a reckless vehicle that was driving all over the roadway. That was the first call I got. I got another call from 64 Courtney. Okay.
Okay.
And there was a disturbance at 64 Courtney. Okay. So I'm just investigating that. So can you walk me through what's going on this evening?
Yeah, what's
But you're gonna take the brush
my 14-year-old marriage with my fucking wife that's been unfaithful and her mother that's been a stripper her whole life.
I'm here to listen, man. Walk me
There
through
you
what's
go.
going on. Let's
That's
talk
all I
about
gotta
tonight.
say.
That's all you have to say?
I don't have to answer no more questions.
All right.
So
So
with that, be ran
You're not gonna
around the
talk to
rabbit
me?
trail and do your thing, man.
you're not? Okay.
We're good. No questions.
No questions?
No questions. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions, sir. I'm sorry.
Hey, like, well, you're
It's all good,
in
bro.
custody
It's all
right
good.
now, so I'm gonna read you
It's all
something.
good, bro. It's all good. I don't answer questions. It's all good.
All right. Just real quick, because you are in cuffs, I do gotta read you this, okay? You're detained. All right. So you have these are your rights. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have a right to have an attorney. Have him or her with you now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to keep talking or stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you want to talk to us?
No.
Do you want to explain
No,
what's going
answer
on today?
questions.
All right. That's fine. I just want to make sure.
Good
Want to
luck.
make sure I read you
Good
right
luck,
first.
brother.
All right.
Oh, yay!
Hey, you stay right there. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Sure, ask me some questions.
Stay sitting
no,
right there.
I
You're
need
not getting
air.
out. No.
I need air.
I can roll the windows down, but you're going to stay right there. Okay?
What?
All right. Hey, so
I'm
I'm reading something.
pissed.
So I already explained to you that right
What
now
do you
you're detained.
want?
Okay? I'm conducting an investigation on a disturbance. Okay? I'm going
Okay.
to read you these rights real quick.
No, you ain't reading
You have a
no
right
rights.
to remain silent. Anything you say
Why
may be
am
used
I
as evidence
getting
against you.
arrested?
I didn't say
Why
that.
am I getting?
am
Well, then why are
investigating.
you
But you're
reading?
because you're detained. I had to,
No.
Anyways, I'm going to read this to you.
These are my
I need you
Miranda
to-
rights. No,
you need to turn around.
unless you have a right to detain me, can you read my? I do not have a right
to read my Miranda rights because
I'm
I'm
reading
not
your rights
being
right now.
charged. Am I being charged?
223
And
now.
you
I'm
do
investigating.
not have a right to read
I'm
me
investigating
my
a
Miranda
disturbance,
rights.
okay?
You will not read me my
You are
Miranda
detained right
rights.
now, so you're in my custody. I have to read you these rights.
For what?
These are your rights. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have a right to talk to an attorney, have him or her with you now at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights? Do you understand these rights? Okay, so I'm going to take that as an indication you don't want to talk.
There is a very specific moment in this footage where you can see the exact second a bad night turns into a permanent legal record. We aren't watching a hardened criminal attempt to evade the police. We are watching two people who believe they are good citizens struggle to realize that they have crossed a line into a criminal investigation. This encounter is a masterclass in the psychology of deflection, the sociology of the nurse privilege defense, and the legal hurdles of investigating domestic violence when the victim is also the primary defender of the aggressor. Psychologically, the passenger, Chelsea, is operating in a state of high arousal deflection. When the deputy notices the fresh blood on her nose, her brain instantly constructs a protective narrative. It was her 2-year-old son with sharp nails. In forensic psychology, this is known as minimization and displacement. She recognizes that the blood is a red flag for a domestic battery investigation, so she displaces the blame onto a safe, non-threatening source, a toddler. This serves a dual purpose. It protects her husband from arrest and protects her own self-image as a good mother and travel nurse. However, the deputy's observation that the blood looks fresh contradicts her claim that it happened 2 days ago. This physiological contradiction is the exact moment the deputies observe, orient, decide, act, shifts from a traffic stop to a domestic violence investigation. This leads us to the fascinating sociological performance of the nurse defense. Multiple times, Chelsea announces her profession. I'm a nurse. I'm an actual nurse. In her mind, this title should act as an invisible badge. She is attempting to establish a professional courtesy hierarchy. She is telling the deputies, I am one of the helpers, not one of the criminals. By identifying as a nurse, she is trying to signal that she is a reliable, pro-social person who shouldn't be subjected to the indignity of handcuffs or a Miranda warning. This is a common tactic among professionals during police encounters, the belief that their career success should act as a buffer against their personal failures. But as the deputy correctly demonstrates, a nursing license doesn't grant a halo effect in the middle of a reckless driving and domestic disturbance investigation. On the other side of the car, we see the husband's tactical pivot into the silent defense. Initially, he is talkative, immediately airing dirty laundry about his unfaithful wife and stripper mother-in-law. But the second he realizes the situation is becoming serious, he shuts down, repeating, I don't answer questions. Legally, this is a textbook application of the Fifth Amendment, but it's done with a sovereign-light attitude. Many people believe that as soon as you are in handcuffs, the police must read you your rights. However, the legal reality is more nuanced. Miranda versus Arizona only applies to custodial interrogation. If the police are merely detaining you to investigate a scene, they aren't always required to read the rights immediately. The deputy here is being proactive because he knows he is about to ask questions that could lead to incriminating answers. The husband's refusal to speak is a valid legal right, but when combined with the erratic driving reports and the visible injury on his wife, it creates a suspicious silence that often emboldens an officer to dig deeper into the physical evidence, such as 911 recordings and witness statements from the original call at Courtney Lane. The final layer of this disaster is the narcissistic scapegoat dynamic. Chelsea spends the majority of her time litigating her mother's character, calling her a drunk and a narcissist. She's attempting to poison the well, telling the police that any report they received from that address is inherently unreliable, because it came from a psycho. She is trying to win a character contest on the side of the road, but police investigations are built on actions, not character assessments. Whether her mother is a saint or a stripper, the fact remains that a vehicle was reported driving dangerously and a disturbance was called in. Chelsea's focus on her mother's flaws is a psychological diversion to avoid discussing why her own nose was bleeding and why she was diving into a car window when the police arrived. Ultimately, this incident highlights the exhaustion of domestic calls for law enforcement. You have two people who are clearly in a volatile relationship, likely combined with alcohol. who are using their status and their rights to prevent the very help they might actually need. They believe they are outsmarting the system, but in reality, they are just ensuring that every detail of their bad night is recorded, uploaded, and analyzed. It makes you wonder about the fresh blood explanation. Do you think the deputies should have the authority to force a medical exam or a domestic violence report, even when the victim insists a toddler caused the injury? Or should the individual's right to deny victimization be absolute? Let me know your red on this complicated mess in the comments.